Everybody thought recently that TNA was going to close its doors and WWE was going to buy them out, but it's not happening. But Billy Corgan is gone from the company, so everybody's wondering, is everybody just going to stay in TNA or are some people going to leave? From what I've heard, many people in TNA are very angry about Billy Corgan leaving, and they want to leave too. So in today's top 10, I'm going to count down the top 10 wrestlers who could be quitting TNA soon. Drew Galloway has rarely been seen on TNA television recently because of a neck injury, but supposedly he's going to be coming back soon. I don't think this is going to happen. I think Drew Galloway should just cut the cord and leave TNA and go back to WWE. And from what I've heard, he's not that happy. If you watch TNA television, he doesn't look happy at all. So I think this could happen. Even though Sienna is a former TNA Knockouts champion, she's not been well utilized in TNA. And now with NXT having a very thin roster when it comes to the female wrestlers, it'd be a good time for her to leave TNA and go to NXT. Bobby Lashley is currently contracted to TNA and Bellator MMA, but he's now in his 40s, and I suspect that he won't be doing MMA for very much longer. And I think that his TNA career has been very up and down, and I think that he sees the big match of Bobby Lashley taking on Brock Lesnar, and also Bobby Lashley taking on Goldberg as a big reason why he wants to quit TNA and go to the WWE very soon. Tyrus, who was formerly known as Brodus Clay in WWE, has barely been on Impact recently. Now, if he does quit TNA soon, or just get fired, I don't think he's going to go back to WWE, and I don't think WWE wants him. I think he's actually going to go into acting or something else. If you've been watching TNA television recently, you'll notice that EC3 has been in and out of the main event scene. He hasn't been the main focus of the show, so I think this is frustrating for him, that he's not the champion, he's not the focus. So I think soon he'll decide that he needs to get out of TNA and go to WWE or somewhere else. Even though James Storm is a member of the DCC, Billy Corgan's out of power. We don't know what's going to happen with that group. Plus, now that Bobby Roode is in NXT and he's doing well, I think now is the time for James Storm to leave and go back to NXT. Plus, I believe his contract could be ending soon. Bram was recently revealed as one of the members of the DCC, but the DCC was a creation of Billy Corgan. So who knows what's going to happen at the next set of tapings without Corgan in charge? Is the DCC even still going to be around? Will Bram still be around? We don't know about this yet, and I think that Bram's TNA career could be ending soon. Davey Richards recently announced that he's going to be retiring from professional wrestling in 2017. So that obviously means that Davey Richards is going to quit TNA. I'm sure everyone has heard about all the rumors that Matt and Jeff Hardy will be returning to the WWE at some point in 2017. I think this is definitely going to happen. I think it's obvious. I think that Matt Hardy realizes that he doesn't have a lot of great years left in professional wrestling now that he's in his 40s. And when he does return, he needs to do the broken Matt Hardy character. The big question about all this is when both guys return to television, who's going to be more over, Matt Hardy or Jeff Hardy? Jeff Hardy is a former world champion, and Matt Hardy was somewhat of a mid-carder in WWE. So if they do come back, it's definitely going to be interesting who gets the biggest reaction. Recently, Billy Corgan's lawsuit against TNA was thrown out, and now TNA is back in business and there's no issues with the company. But Mike Bennett actually went to Twitter when he found out about this and actually said, back to bad business as usual. Obviously, this means that Mike Bennett is not happy about the current state of TNA. And he's not the only one who's upset about it. Maria, his wife, who's also in TNA, recently stated that she's retiring from wrestling soon, and she's actually going to go to college. So now, Mike Bennett and Maria are going to be quitting TNA soon. And this is actually somewhat shocking to me with how much focus that has been on them over the past year.